I don't know if you guys know about this like cheeky little game that's coming out. I think a lot of people are pretty excited about it. I think it looks.
I was more interested
sick.
in this game than I was Hood
Outriders?
Outlaws and Legends.
Sure. I'm also more like Outriders came out this month. Got super boring. Endgame's super boring. I was way more excited for this game too. But the game is Biomutant, and it looks.
Wow, that was very exciting.
Biomutant.
But the game is Biomutant.
It's Biomutant.
We're talking about Biomutant right now.
We're talking about the game Biomutant, which comes out on the 25th
Of
this month. It comes out
this
week.
this year.
This year. It comes out.
Oh my God!
Sorry, it comes out next Tuesday.
Nice.
Not next Tuesday, because next Tuesday is the 18th. It comes out the Tuesday after, so we still have a week, but it'll be out on the 25th.
Okay.
But anyways, it's a little game where you get to play as a little furry thing. So all you furries out there are really gonna like this game.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to like mutate yourself, and there's like different races and different classes and stuff. But it's like, I guess it's really, really big, and the whole game's really about exploring.
Yeah, and you're fighting like big monsters.
Yeah, you're like, and everything has hair.
Well, yeah.
No, like everything has hair. Like something something that you wouldn't think had, like a snake. Like if there's a snake in the game, it's got hair on it.
Well, usually you add hair or
More
feathers to creatures that you wouldn't think that would have hair.
People go crazy.
Well, you go crazy because they look freakier. Like, have you ever seen dinosaur concepts with feathers? Those things look terrifying. More terrifying than anything Jurassic Park has ever made. And
that's true.
We should start rendering them like that now.
You put feathers on a T-Rex and you're like, damn, that thing is way scarier than it was prior.
The T-Rex and the chicken are the closest relatives to each other compared to dinosaurs and like modern animals.
What?
Yeah, T-Rex is mostly related to a chicken more than any other animal.
Well, I know that chickens are considered raptors, aren't they? Like vultures and shit are also considered raptors. It's like a subgenre.
Would that, or would like an ostrich or an emu be more of a raptor?
See, I don't think they are, though, because I think it depends on... I don't know. You would think those things would be
I would
more
think the
raptors.
raptor...
Have you seen an emu? Like, an ostrich doesn't look like a raptor. It does, but it doesn't.
But they're they're
emu?
birds that have like long legs and... Is a flamingo a raptor?
I don't know. There is... What's that bird? So there's this bird that has like this weird red thing on its head, and it looks like an emu, but it's not an emu, and they're super, super aggressive, and they look like raptors. But anyways, Biomutant. Biomutant's really cool. There's the crafting in the game.
I saw you can have guns. You can
swords, bows, guns, hammers. Is there axes?
Is there magic?
There is magic. There's a spellcaster.
That's it. That it's over. I know who I'm playing.
Yeah,
I know who I'm playing.
There's one class that's a spellcaster.
I don't care if they're at the lowest and like absolute like, oh, where nobody's gonna group up with a spellcaster. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm playing a spellcaster.
See, that's another thing. I don't even know if this game is multiplayer.
I'm fine with that. I love single player games.
So do I, but I really hope it is multiplayer.
I thought it was because I thought the whole thing was
it's
like,
not.
Oh,
single player video game.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess I'm just as excited about it.
I am too, but I wanted to play it with you. But
Connor, we can.
Let's be real. Most of the time, I end up like getting way ahead because I just play
100%,
more.
100%. Yes.
So. Not that it doesn't make it harder to play. It's just that happens. I feel like I definitely burn out in the games quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek just doesn't play them enough to like even really. Sometimes not enough to even really get into it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
So, I'm still super excited for this game though. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty. The crafting's insane. Like, you get a weapon, and then you can, like, add attachments to it, and it changes its rarity.
I liked seeing the in like combat things, the like
words pop up.
The words from like comics, like the kapow, kablam, bop, boop.
Yeah,
I'm like that's
really cool.
That stuff's fun.
Yeah, it's really like jumping around, and I'm excited. It looks awesome. They keep adding like their Twitter page. They keep posting photos of like gear sets and like armor, and the combinations are so cool. Like there's like kitty mask, and there's like leather jackets and big things. There's mounts in the game. There's mechs.
I'm excited for mounts.
Yeah, the mounts look cool.
I love mounts.
There's mechs. There's underwater submarines that you can drive around in. There's like blimps and flying things, and it's insane. They said that it's not like most games though, like RPGs where you go in, you do a quest, you go to the next quest, you go do this quest, you go do this quest.
But that's a formula that's worked forever, and it
is, but it's boring. So they're saying that what it's like is like you still have quests, but they're not going to be linear in the sense of like we're going to send you off to go do this quest to then get you to another quest line. It's going to be a more like you have to explore to find like quest trees.
Okay.
And then you do that. That's what they said. We'll see when it comes out. I feel like a lot of people say these things. And then you get into it and you're like, well, this is still kind of the exact same thing as a normal RPG.
I think it's hard to come up with a different strategy. I mean, like endgame is so much more important now in video games than ever because people are just learning to stick. They want to stick to one video game for a long time.
Yeah, I do. I like live service games. Some people don't. I enjoy them. So
yeah, but it's hard to come up with new ideas on how to keep people like playing because you have to find a way to let your audience replay content, but tricking them to thinking it's a new experience. Not tricking them to think, but like make it feel like a different experience every time.
It's tricking them, but it's what Destiny does.
Yeah, it is so hard, and I mean, like we saw with Outriders, like their solution was like just running these pillars or whatever expeditions, and then
they were really cool, but there just wasn't enough, and then like
and then it's just to see how far you can go, and then like
you're just trying to like beat a time.
Yeah, so it's just like, well, it's just combat with a timer. That's not really end game. And then that Godfall game, it was kind of like the same thing, except you're in a tower, and
we never even got to it though.
Yeah, I mean,
the story was terrible. Like the game story itself was so bad. It was like just you didn't want to play it. The gameplay was fun.
It looked amazing too.
And it looked awesome, but the story was bad trash. Like,
and then I thought some of the armor sets were almost all too similar in abilities. Like
they were like they're like really was like a cosmetic change, but like the ability was the same as like two other armor sets.
Yeah, like summoning minions. It's like, oh, you can summon stone minions, or you can this, and then this armor set summon water minions. Yeah, and it's like, well, so what's the difference? Just like the damage type. I'd rather play something else. That
I was also hoping that you could like cosmetically change,
and I thought it was
choose, but you couldn't.
I thought it was gonna be different. Unlike you, as you played, you were slowly getting those pieces. Instead, you were just unlocking those full sets.
Yeah, I had like all the sets unlocked before we even beat the game.
The only thing you were really chasing after was like weapons and some like rings maybe.
Yeah, and even then like the weapons, like you would get a weapon and it's like you would just stick with that weapon for like such a long time. But that's what's cool about like Biomutant from what I've seen is I think it's really important that there is stuff to do. I don't think like cosmetic stuff or like crafting is a thing to take that place. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can rule crafting as like an end game thing, but their crafting is really developed, so I think it's gonna be really cool. Like Outriders had a really good
I liked the Outriders crafting.
Dude, the
or
Outriders
like
crafting was so good. Like the perks and shit.
Dismantling. So like you would get those perks and
In a
save
catalog?
in your
Yeah.
catalog and just.
No, that was really cool. The game was fun. The game was really good. The combat was fun. It just got boring. Which most games do, but it got boring too fast.